Okay, guys, welcome back to the Mesh. Today I have my sister Faith. This is the third oldest in the family. We're both the middle child. She is the younger than me, and she's older than Grace. And Grace is the youngest in the family, and my brother's the oldest. I've actually this is like our fourth time recording this because every time we would record a podcast,
The mics
something
wouldn't
would go
work.
something would go wrong, the mics wouldn't work, and it would be a whole issue. But today we actually have everything working, everything moving really smoothly, and let's just get through this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
If you want to tell them about you, Fifth is a sophomore at the University of Art and Baylor. You're majoring in education.
Okay. I'm majoring in educational advocacy with the concentration of education, social science.
Are you reading your own bio?
Wait,
so it's really hard to remember.
It's a concentration of education, social science, and I'm minoring in psychology. Faith is on fire for teaching.
Okay, you don't have to read that. Okay, I'll take it from there. Faith, are you ready to be bullied on air today?
Yeah.
Are you ready to be bullied in the podcast?
Yeah.
So growing up with Gunther, any weird sibling rituals we used to do?
What do you mean?
Like any weird things that
popcorn?
Yeah, were you
I was just eating popcorn.
Like growing up, like what did we do anything weird? Like anything we would always do that we would find really fun or amazing? Like any rituals, like what in our routines? I could think of a few.
I don't know. I feel like we were really weird, actually.
Very, very weird.
We grew up out in the country, and we had no screen time. We weren't allowed to be iPad kids, which is why we're iPad kids now. Probably.
Yeah, we are.
So we weren't allowed to be iPad kids, and so we were just very creative with what we did. We made a lot of news channels, newscasts. We were news hosts. Grace and I were.
You were a news host.
Remember how Bubba would always film us?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
And Bubba would try to get all of us to sing together.
Do you know how many shows we would put on for our parents? Yeah. But I feel like that's really normal for kids that age.
That's normal for our generation, at least. I don't know if they still like do the whole productions with costumes and stuff like that. But like, what's one thing people don't know about me that they definitely should about me? That he's stubborn and hard headed. I feel like people can get that from just seeing you, though. From just seeing me. Not they seeing your head look like a football player. Me? Yes. I am not stubborn. I'm very not stubborn, okay? Me and Wilson are the most stubborn in the family. But she's the most stubborn in the family. I'm just the silent observer. That's all I am. Sometimes you are, actually. So, anyway, let's move on to the hot seat segment. If you are in the hot seat, we're gonna ask you some questions. Okay. And you're gonna give us your best answers. This is the teacher's pet edition. Are you ready? Yeah. What's your teacher? You haven't really started teaching, but like, what would be your teaching age? Probably the one letting the kids who teacher suck up, like. You don't like class pets. Class pets. Okay, like letting the teacher taking advantage of that. Yeah. That type. I don't know how to explain it. You don't like kids sucking up, but kissing the teacher and stuff like that. Yeah, and then the teacher using that as an advantage. But every kid should be equally. Yeah, like you don't have to teach. You don't like having a teacher take advantage of it. You don't like teachers who take advantage of kids. You can tell. You don't like a teacher who has favorites. Yeah, which is okay if you do, but you can tell that that they have favorites and they are more attentive to some than others. I mean, it's okay if you do and you admit it. Everybody does, but you can tell. You can tell. If you could bend one school rule forever, what would it? What is it? What would you bend? Homework on Fridays. I get having homework in the week. I really do because it makes class go by faster and you can get more stuff done. But I don't know why you would do homework on Fridays. Everyone's just done. No, it's okay. So you're going to be the teacher that never assigns homework on Fridays? Well, I say this now until I get all that work. And then I'll be like, we're going to do homework on Fridays. Okay. I can't wait to see that. Okay. Most chaotic moment working with kids. So you work with a lot of kids. Even though you're not teaching, you babysat. You help with a bunch of kids in like daycare system. What's the hardest thing? What's the most chaotic moments you've had? I feel like it gets chaotic the younger you work. Whenever I do pre-K and stuff like that, that's more chaotic, especially if Grace and I are doing it together because they'll get us confused and then they can easily turn us on each other. So I feel like that could be kind of chaotic. Okay. But the fact that kids can turn her against her grown sister. The two grown women. We look at the same. And so it's easy for them to get confused. And then we're like, did we do that? Kids don't even know where their left foot is, so they would not recognize. But I do get that. Do you believe in participation, like trophies, like participation? Oh gosh, if someone got a participation trophy, that would just be like you didn't work hard enough. No, even whenever we grew up, whenever we were younger, I would hear mom and dad say, "Oh, you got a participation trophy," but all of us knew what a participation trophy meant. We were like, no, that is not good. They were just happy that we were there. Okay, this next one is being smart actually cool now? Well, do you think it's cool to be a nerd now? Because like back in our day when we were growing up, it was not really cool to be so nerdy. That's what our class was lazy. I used to make fun of my brother all the time for being a nerd. Yeah, we did. Still do. I wouldn't say nerdy, but it's nice to know things.
It's nice to know things. Yeah. Really?
You don't have to flaunt it on people, though.
You don't have to?
I don't know. I'd answer that.
Okay, which subject is secretly overrated?
Math.
Like math? You don't think we need math? No? You don't think we need...
No, we do need math. We need history. We need science. English is so overrated. How many times are you going to write a paper in your job? Emails, you can ask chat now, if I'm being completely honest. English is actually overrated.
This is the woman that's about to teach your kids that in mind.
English, but I'm still get like the basics of English in elementary, but like by the time you don't need to write like 20-page papers. That's kind of
okay. So you think, you know, as English homework is overrated? Do you think the subject itself is?
Tell me what homework you've had in English.
A lot of essays.
Oh wait, I just talked about paper.
I was watching Netflix right next to her. Sometimes she would watch it with me, actually. It was an hour and a half class. It was a long classes. Okay, last one in the hot seat. Would you rather teach 6th grade forever or only be allowed to grade papers for eternity?
6th grade forever. Only be allowed to grade papers for eternity?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like it could be essay papers.
Like I just sit at a desk all day and grade?
Okay, yeah, just grade papers.
6th grade.
6th grade?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to the game time. Are y'all ready? Who's the better student? Are you ready? For a sibling school showdown. Are you ready? Yeah. Who took better notes?
I bought a whole iPad to take notes.
Okay, she did actually does better notes because I use her notes every now and then. At least when we read English, I did. I guess I don't really take notes, do I?
I don't even know what she did.
Because what I used to do, I think what I used to do when I used to actually
he recorded.
Yes, I would record and then I would have the transcription break it down for me. So I was working smarter, not harder. So I think I took better notes.
I felt productive.
She felt productive, spending hours just making colorful. It looked like she was drawing. Like, that's what it looked like. It was so colorful. She was different colors. I'm like...
My problem is I'll take notes and then I'll worry about what it looks like and then I'll completely forget what we're even talking about and then I just won't get the other note.
The word English and it will be 5 different colors. I'm like, who was more likely to fall asleep in class? Okay, I should have been doing this.
Even now. See why we're here?
I was always show up late too.
That made me so mad.
I was like, the only time I would ever show up late for class, it was that one class. The only class that we had. Okay, who got called out more by teachers? I feel like it's a mix of both.
I don't know.
Because like we grew up going to a school where all of our siblings work and plus our parents work, so the teachers felt really comfortable embarrassing us. So
I think it depended if Wilson was quiet that day or not, or if I was.
It depends which one of us was being louder.
Yeah.
Because we had a very talkative class growing up. We had a very lot. That was like
we did.
Our class was the biggest yappers that I've ever seen in my life.
I don't even know if our class actually got work done.
No, I don't know how most of us graduate, but
in our English class, we were in regulars, Grace was in honors English. But our English class had a reading time every single Friday, and the lights would be off. And slowly you would see everybody's head go down one by one, and no one would be reading their book. That was English.
I feel like growing up when we cried, I feel like all the schools we were going to, master school, not SMA. Well, no, and then after SMA, we were required during the summer to read how many books? 3 books?
I think it was 3.
3?
I don't think we read 1.
I read all my books.
I tried. I bought them and
you didn't read them?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Because they would have like a list of all the books that all the books that we could read, and we would select 3 out of 3 out of the list.
3 is a lot.
Yeah, I think the last time they did that. I don't know if they still do it.
They did.
But I read Divergent, Ender's Game.
Did we have senior year? We did that.
Yeah. Remember every summer we would have to read that?
I don't think we had to do that.
Actually, we didn't do it the last summer.
I don't remember.
I don't remember junior years, but I remember we did it sophomore and we did it freshman year. And then we did it all of middle school.
Oh.
And then you did it all elementary. Yeah. That was just terrible. And I would do it with them, and I wasn't even going to their school.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, who actually enjoyed group projects?
I think Wilson does because he doesn't have to do work.
I would be the person you would never want in a group project. That one group
project me and Max had together, and remember
who did that? Who turned that in?
I turned it in.
Okay. I don't remember
was over here working.
What was it about?
Max was very helpful. I do remember.
What was it about?
I don't remember.
I'm really good at talking because I think y'all let me do the presentation part because I remember.
Oh yeah, I was like, I did all the work. You can present it.
Yeah,
so you read through the slides.
Yeah, I was the presentation. I was doing the presentation because I don't think I did any work. Okay, bonus. Who would win in a spelling bee right now? Let's do a live round. Spell extraordinary.
extra T-R-A. Okay, I can't do it out loud. I have to write it down on a paper.
X-T-R-A-D-I.
Is it extraordinary? What did you say?
Actually, wait, ordinary. It's E-X-T.
Ordinary.
Ordinary.
Extraordinary.
Okay, let's do extraordinary.
Is that the same word as
no, I mean about to say. Okay, we're embarrassing ourselves, but it is okay, extraordinary. Oh, is it extra?
Extra. EXTRA.
Extraordinary.
And then ordinary.
Extraordinary spelled EXTARORDARY.
But you said extraordinary and ordinary.
right?
Is extra and ordinary and extraordinary the same word?
Extraordinary.
Or are those two different things? Maybe extra and ordinary is just, I don't know. Spelled.
You want to give me a word to spell?
Yeah.
Do you think of a word? You
know.
don't know? Okay, we can skip that. Okay, let's wrap it up. What kind of teacher do you want to be, Faith?
I want to be a teacher that has a welcoming environment, because nowadays, especially, kids can have a hard time at home or just not enjoy being at home. So I want to be a safe environment where kids can come and hopefully learn about Jesus, depending on what school I'm at, and be comfortable and safe for them.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, one thing the education system needs to unlearn.
And I take that back. That is really cool, and it helps you learn. Something the education system needs to unlearn.
She's keeping it a buck. I like that.
I actually don't know. I think it's fine.
You don't think,
I don't think they need
you don't think there's one thing that the education system needs to stop doing?
I mean, probably, but not that I can think of right now.
I think personally, it would be to stop failing kids and making them.
But then how would they push themselves?
Like, I'm talking about failing classes, like total.
Just get them to stop failing?
Yeah. Like,
so then what if the ones who fail?
Like, in a way, like, I'm talking about, like, completely redo the test every time. I'm talking about they should have the opportunity to redo a test till they pass. You know what I'm saying?
But then that would end up being memorization.
First of all, school itself is memorization. That's why the school year's so long. They want you to, they teach you the same thing every day, and then they add on every week they add a new thing to it and add a new thing, and you're supposed to retain that.
Yeah.
And I think it actually would be way better if you make them do a test they fail over and over and over again, instead of like completely making them redo a class. You know, you can't move on past this until you pass this test.
But what if you never pass the test?
And I guess this kid should not be in school, because like if it's the same answers at some point, even if they change the answers around, the questions around, everything should start falling in place.
Then how are you going to relearn the new subject?
When you do online class, right, don't you get a chance to redo a test all the time, right? You get a chance to do an assignment, and then and they always pick the highest grade, right?
Yes.
Do you think that should be involved in everything? I feel like no kid should ever fail a class and have to redo it again and have to be set back and then let their friends move them by. I feel like that's
sad.
That's very sad. That's very depressing watching your kids move on. I think they should like start making them do a test over and over and over until they pass it. You know, just take 24 hours off and redo it. You're not gonna learn the next subject until you pass the test.
So you can't move on until you pass.
Yeah, it will encourage competition, because like, okay, where are you? Like, if every kid got to move on at their own pace, and of course there'll be friends who want to move fast, and it'll encourage them to go faster. But I'm not in the education,
they probably don't.
So yeah, plug your dreams, Faith. Where's Faith in 10 years, and what classroom do you want to be in?
Well, I would like to have a family, be teaching, have a home.
Okay, my sister really wants a nice, calm, peaceful life. Unlike me. I want to do everything. I want to travel the world. I want a nice car.
I would love to travel the world.
I think I want that for the family. I want the family to travel the world. Like, we do travel a lot, though.
We do.
So I do want more of that. Like, I want at least like 13 vacations a year. I want 13 weeks of vacation. And that's why I'm going to work hard until I can do that. So, Faith, I want to say thank you so much for coming to the podcast. Welcome. Thank you so much for finally having a successful episode where nothing has gone wrong, where we don't know yet. Take number 4.
We started in our room. We did like 3 takes in our room.
3 takes in the room. Oh my gosh.
And then we moved down to the couch.
Faith will be returning for a future pod. And I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe wherever you're watching from. Goodbye, Mesh.